talking about dueling weapons such as the rapier. Why am I touching the blood? Oh. Okay, I'm not cut. I'm good. I'm all good. There's no blood.
And actually, this time we actually got a real one.
Yes, this is actually a real blade. This is mine. I've actually dulled it down, though, so I can do this slightly and not get hurt. And I've also, if you can see, I have hit the tip with a hammer several times. So it is no longer dull. Actually, I'm not sure if you can see that, but if you see the tip, I hit it with a hammer, and it's no longer, well, it can't be used as a stabbing weapon. It hurts a bit, but it's useful. And I hammered it down, of course. This unique object. Sledgehammer. Now, the dueling sword replaced the 1.5 sword. As you see here, the handle is specially made to fit your palm. Your palm goes in just like that, and you curve your fingers around. Thumb goes on top, finger goes around, and this is called your pommel. Your pommel was always either in your palm or in your other palm, but eventually they stopped using it in their second palm. Why? Because the sword with one hand was good enough. Pommel would always be against your wrist when you were dueling, and your hand behind you. Your front foot was pointed towards your opponent. Your back foot was pointed in a way. So you're like this, and your guy basically was a very formal type of fighting. Block, block, parry, parry, strike, and it was made for precision strikes. This blade is also very bendy. Ow! That was not supposed to happen. I am in a tight space. This is made for outside combat because the rapier was made for, you're going to be moving around a lot and you're going to have very precise moves. But I like to flail my sword around because I'm epic. Not really, but
All sexy and I know it.
But fling the sword around like this, and I'm not used to doing it in Tekken. Foils were always, if I can find it. This one's also slightly rusted and not clean, so the center of balance is off. But usually the center of balance, and it's not working for me today, was right here.
What's the difference between sword fighting and fencing? We told them about sword fighting and not fencing. They're two different things.
Okay, so here's the center, because it's usually supposed to be right at the tip of the blade, but mine is rusted and I bent it with the hammer, so it's slightly off, as you can see there. But the balance, I really don't like this right now. I need to clean it, definitely. And I told you a bit about sword fighting, but I didn't tell you much about dueling / fencing. Now, dueling / fencing has a lot more rules to it that you must follow. 1, you must have your stance. 2, your sword must be at eye level and they must cross. So both blades have to be crossing at eye level. When the dueler says go, your first objective is to try and get that blade out of your face. Because a quick jab to the face, or to the chest, you're finished. So, first objective, blade to the ground. Now, you have his entire body open because his blade's down there like this. And he's trying to keep his balance with his arm. Doing that, instead of crumpling up, he opens his arm up. You have his entire chest exposed. First thing you want to try to do is go straight for the chest. Now, if he dodges backwards and lifts his sword up to try and attack you, you just go like this, come back around, stupid garage door.
Counterattack? That would be
Counterattack when he brings his blade past you, and you loop around his blade, come back down across his chest, and you just go back and forth. Another important thing about dueling, you're not allowed to move left or right, or at least not to dodge. You're allowed to circle with your opponent, but if a guy's coming at you, you're not allowed to dodge to the left or dodge to the right, which is different than sword combat, which is a guy comes at you, you dodge, swipe at the leg, spin around, come back at the face for movie taping. And in real life, sword fighting, guy dodges, you go, wha, wha. It wasn't as fancy, but you still got your guy down. So, sorry, my cameraman.
I'm eating cake. It's birthday cake.
He's eating cake.
What's? Oh wait, it's all gone.
Shut up. I'll get some later. Oh, I get it. That happened again earlier. Stupid garage door. I'm trying to do it in a confined space. Okay, so
Hit your groin there.
that was my knee.
Oh,
My groin's up here.
it looked like you hit your groin. I don't have my glasses on.
Right. So those are some things you have to follow. And what I hate is my fencing coach. He does the Olympic fencing stuff, and he had to quit private tutoring because he had to train for the Olympics and train others for the Olympics, and also I think he got hired by Ohio State or something. I'm not sure if that's true, so I don't want to say he got hired by Ohio State and him not be there. But I remember he got hired by some college or something, and he's now training there as well. And he had just too much on his schedule to train us. And what's funny, he was Russian. He joked around a lot too. When he was always talking about fencing, he's like, sword fighting. When you sword fight, you go in for big attacks. You attack the guy, and it was for war. When you dueled, it would be for you stole my cow, chop, stab.
Twice.
Yeah, he was always like that. He's like, sword fighting, you use broad attacks, because one of our guys was always swinging his blade around. He's like, no, not sword fighting, not sword combat. You use fencing. Sword combat is this. Fencing is this.
Danielson, you will learn different things.
Yes, Danielson, you will learn how to fight. And he was always like that. That was actually one of his comments, but Kyle said it, and I'm like, oh. But yes, he was always, have you ever seen the movie Karate Kid? And we're all like, yeah. He's like, Daniel-san. Or he would replace it with our name. He'd be like, Kevin-san, you'll fight like this. Not like this.
Why
like
not?
This. And then Kevin would always go, why not? Because you do this, I stab you. You dead. And then we're like, okay. You stole my cow. Stab. And that's how it was back then. He stole his cow, he killed you.
I wish it could be like that nowadays.
I wish you could be like that nowadays.
He took my lunch money. Dad!
You took my lunch money. Stab, stab, stab.
Give me your lunch money. No, stab.
So, but yes, foil was very precise fighting weapon, and at the same time they still used 1.5 swords and dueling weapons. Both were in the same time period. Anything else to add, Kevin?
Well, it's my favorite time again. I think you guys know what time it is. It's the best time of the day.
It's cake time!
No, it's actually time for the ending!